Welcome to another version of Mobile Reasoning. Today we are talking on Zoom because our wonderful guest is in Sweden. Her name is Shawnafi, and she is an amazing Jamaican because, you know, we always look for amazing Jamaicans around the world and big them up. So we're going to learn about Shawnafi. So, Shawnafi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I am good. First of all, big up, big up, big up, big up. Because you left Jamaica and went to Sweden, and you have built an empire that is just doing great, doing wonderful things. Right?
I'm working on it.
You're working on it, boy, and you're humble too. I'm gonna love it. So give us a little bit of history about where you come from.
Oh, pretty much all over. I grew up in St. Thomas, or my formative years were in Bath, St. Thomas, same community as the current Miss World. Then I spent some time in Kingston, Spanish Town, St. James, Manchester. Yeah, so pretty much all over the country.
Yeah, man, you were all over the country. That is kind of cool.
Yeah.
What schools did you go to?
Okay, so I attended, it was Bath all age when I attended it. And then I took common entrance, so I went on to Happy Grove High. Then I attended, I'll skip one, then I attended Jose Marti Technical, Montego Bay High School for girls. That one I graduated from. And then I did sixth form at Knox Community College in Mandeville.
Okay. Now we're going to jump forward a little bit. Why are you in Sweden?
Oh, I'm in Sweden because after sixth form, I kind of left Jamaica for Germany, went back to Jamaica, met my ex-husband, applied for school because I didn't want to just come here because of a guy. So I applied for school, never know, backup plan, and have been in Sweden ever since, really.
Okay, so
2 decades.
for 20 years. Wow.
22 years.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. So you speak, is it Swedish?
Oh, jag talar svenska. Spreche Sie Deutsch?
Okay.
Okay, I do speak Swedish.
So that's Dutch.
No, it's Swedish. Deutsch is German. I speak German and Swedish.
Oh, beautiful. Wow. Okay. Okay, I'm learning stuff about you I didn't know. Wonderful. All right, so you're in Sweden and you have how many children?
I have 3 children, 3 boys.
3 boys.
One will be 8 on Wednesday.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Another will be 10 in July. Okay. And the youngest, Zyzven, will be 4 in November.
4. And Zyzven is the one that you named your business after.
Yes. And yeah, this is the story behind it. Why?
So tell me, let's get into that story.
Yeah. So how do you know? You know this with the classism in Jamaica, and the idea that everything that is dark is bad.
In some people's mind.
In some people's mind.
Yeah.
So when I was separated from my ex-husband, started a new relationship, got pregnant with my son in 2017, and I announced that I was pregnant. And because my 2 previous children were biracial, I was constantly asked by relatives, people I knew, so you really have one black pitney? I mean, I am black, yeah? So I just decided that, yeah, I'm going to have that black child and I am going to let his name be in everybody's mouth. So I originally named the brand. I've always had a company. I originally named the brand after him, but when it started becoming global, I renamed the entire company after that little black boy. Yeah.
Nice. What does Zyzven mean?
No, it is actually sweet. It is in Swedish, it would be Zyzven, But in English, it would be like 7. Yeah.
Okay.
And there's also a story behind that. I don't know if I should share that story, but I will because it's public knowledge. So when I met Zyzven's dad, who is my current partner, we've been together for 5 years. You know, I was told, this is really funny. Sorry. I was told that he had 2 kids. So by the time I was pregnant, I realized that, I was having his 7th child. So I named 7. So he never forgets that. That is not 2 and 7 instead.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. I'm very pragmatic.
Yeah. Well, apparently, because the way that you're pragmatic has gone over into your business. You are a practical applicator of knowledge, of Maroon knowledge. And because of that, I think that is what has made you so successful. You have stuck to your roots to the core. Yeah,
I've never strayed. I left Jamaica a long time for many people, but I have never strayed from my St. Thomas Jamaican roots, not just my Jamaican roots, but my Bath St. Thomas roots and everything. I grew up with that grandmother who told me that I was special and I was different. And I have seen my cousins. I am from a line of Maroon women that are very matriarchal, very strong women. And so that has never left me, because no matter what happened to me in life, good or bad, that was what kept me being me. That the fact that, Shawnafi, you're from a line of very strong Maroon women. So and everything I do, that Maroon part is, because when everything else was taken away, that was all I had left.
Yeah, well, I understand that. So what was the idea that led you to say, I need to try natural products? Because your company is called Zyzven Natural. And it is based on organic skincare and
certified organic, not just organic.
Okay, sorry. What is the difference? Sorry.
The difference between organic and certified organic is that there is a governing body that actually tells you that this product is certified, this product is tested. So how do you say, everybody can make skincare, but not everyone have a piece of paper that says that these are for this use, and the chemical composite is okay for what you say it's for.
So
there is that big difference.
Is that body in Sweden?
No, the base materials I used, they are certified from a body in the United Kingdom.
Okay.
Then the products are, I registered the cosmetics in the FDA register. Then I'm controlled by the Swedish Medical Association for Cosmeceutical Association. Because the thing is, we kind of confuse it. I make cosmeceuticals and not necessarily cosmetics. There is a difference. Cosmeceuticals contain active ingredients that actually solve an issue. Cosmetics is your regular just moisturizer and stuff like that.
Interesting. So you make basically dermatological medicine.
I'm not allowed to say medicine.
No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So right, because you're doing it the natural way. So you're not doing it the allopathic way. You're doing it the naturopathic. All right.
Yeah. So that's the difference.
What was it that led you to start this?
I've always been that kind of person who wants to do things, but what happened is I had a shop. I had an African Afro-Caribbean shop, like a physical shop. And I used to sell other people, famous brands. There's not many things for dark-skinned people here in Sweden. So, but I noticed that a lot of people who had adopted children, or they had biracial children, they would come in and they would have all these issues that I would be recommending things my grandmother used and those old ladies in St. Thomas used, and not necessarily the products that I had on my shelves. Because for the most part, I didn't use the products I was selling. so it so happens that in 2017, I relocated to Jamaica. I thought that, I have acquired a lot of knowledge, not in cosmeceuticals, but in mental health. My background is in mental health.
Okay.
And I wanted to basically come home and work with special needs children while giving my children a Jamaican education. Didn't quite work out that way, but my son, he got a mosquito bite, and I had to take him to the hospital. And because we didn't have a Jamaican passport at the time, it cost us like really, really much. So me now being as frugal as I am, I was complaining when I visited St. Thomas, and someone said to me, why you never use this? Why you never use that on it? So of course I tried to make a soap, didn't work out, called up my ex-husband, can you send me this? And then he sent it to me in Jamaica. So I made a soap from those herbs, and it got rid of the mosquito bites. And then after that, I came back to Sweden to have my last child, went back to Jamaica, had alopecia. My entire crown of my head was gone. I had it for a while. So when I went back to Jamaica, I went back to St. Thomas, and I was like, do you have anything for this? And they told me a set of herbs. Didn't work the first time. So I consulted with some friends I had from East Asia and South Asia. So I combined what I was told from those old people in St. Thomas together with the Chinese stuff, with the Indian stuff. And I started, it didn't smell very well. I used to make it in my kitchen in Jamaica. And I started using it, and I saw my own hair was growing. And then, because I have my own platform, I was just doing my lives with it and showing how my hair was bald and each week how it was coming along. And that product just became our bestseller, really.
Is it still your bestseller? Because
it is still my bestseller. It is still the bestseller 3 years on, yeah.
Because you see, I also have alopecia, right?
Alopecia?
Yeah, that same thing there. And I have a desire of getting a high top fade by the time I'm 50. So it would work. It would work, as a.
I think they call it miracle in a bottle, but I don't know.
I can work with miracle in a bottle. That is the.
That's what the customers call it, miracle in a bottle.
So that is the onion oil, yeah.
Yeah, that is the onion growth oil.
In onion growth oil. I mean, I've seen.
And it is not your kitchen onion. A lot of people think it's kitchen onion. It's not your kitchen onion.
So why you call it? So why you call it?
Because I deal in scientific names. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Okay. Good enough. All right. So good. What other products do you have that have been really doing well on the market?
Okay. What most people would know are the original, before the onion oil unseated it, I had this product. You know how in Jamaica so many people like to bleach their skin?
I don't know about so many people, but a lot of people. Yeah.
Yes, people like to, 11% of the population likes to bleach their skin. So according to the government reports. So what happened was that I wanted to find an alternative for people to get rid of the spots, because usually it's not because someone wants to be a different color. It's usually because you have flaws. So I wanted to find something that would give the same effect, but without the chemicals. And that product, we came up with something called licorice. You know, licorice, that black sweet?
Yes.
Yeah, so the raw material for licorice. And that product has been for about 3 years. It was the best-selling product. I think in Jamaica, they call it the baby bottom soap, something like that. Yeah, because it does, it corrects the flaws, the hyperpigmentation and the acne scars without changing your complexion.
And where can we get that here in Jamaica? Is it still available in Jamaica?
Yeah, it is available in Jamaica. The business model is that it's available from individuals, not stores, not anything like
Okay.
that. Originally, the products were sold in pharmacies, in some pharmacies there,
Uh-huh.
but it wasn't the vision really that I had for building the brand.
Mhm.
Um, I was more for building a brand than just selling products and making tons of money.
Okay.
So what I did when I realized that I was on to something good, you're not supposed to be selfish in life.
True.
So I realized that, okay, I can build a brand slowly and incorporate, help other women to build themselves while I am building the brand, or I can sell the products directly myself and make tons of money.
Mhm.
I chose to leave a legacy, build a
Good.
legacy.
Good.
So the products are available in Jamaica through distributors, but they're also females.
Okay.
We're army. This brand is run on the X chromosome.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Understandable.
So wherever you are, where there's a distributor, whether it's in the United States or biggest markets, I actually
Mhm.
made the product in Sweden, but 70% of them are sold in the United States.
Wow. You know, I was going to
Yeah.
ask you about that because I know that the African population in Sweden is not the largest thing in the world. So,
No, it is not.
right.
It is, we are less than 2% of the Swedish population.
Right, right. That's so I
Yeah.
can understand why you would send it over to the United States.
Yeah, but it was also the demand
Mhm.
and the alternative. So the US and Canada, the UK is our largest market, and then Jamaica is getting there.
Beautiful. So, okay, I
Yeah.
want to put a little plug in there a little bit.
Mhm.
Um, Jamaica now has the first social retail platform.
Mhm.
It's called Goffa Global, right?
Mhm.
And what happens is you have your products on Goffa.
Mhm.
I sell your products, I get a
Mhm.
commission, you get paid,
Mhm.
right? And so
Mhm.
it's the first referral retail
Mhm.
platform, and
Okay.
it's run and built by a Jamaican family.
Mhm.
So if it would make sense for you to have your products on Goffa because it really is a great thing when you talk about building community and
Mhm.
building the financial freedom for community. That would be a
Mhm.
great opportunity for
Yeah,
you. Yeah,
it probably would. That would be up to the ladies that run the Jamaican operation
got it.
because they have a free hand to do what they want to do to build their businesses.
Got it.
So I'm going to look into that. I never
Yeah,
actually
man.
heard of it
I'm
before
going to
now.
send you the
So
link. Goffa Global.
thank you.
Very,
Yeah,
very good
I'll look
company.
into it. I'll look into it and pass it on to the ladies there.
Yeah, man. All right. So you have penetrated the cosmeceutical industry, and you're doing very well. But you
Yeah, we're
didn't.
trying.
But you didn't stop there. You're building this empire of women who are becoming self-reliant and interdependent, and uh, you went even further based on your history. And I was
Mhm.
reading recently that you are building a women's shelter in Jamaica.
Yeah, it wasn't originally like that.
Okay.
Originally, I wanted to build a house there,
Okay.
but so I started building a house there. I don't know why I needed that size house, but I started building a house there, and then the more the Zyzven Naturals brand grow, and the more I meet people, the more I talk about my background, that story, I realized that oh, it does not make sense to build this large house that you're probably going to spend 5 weeks in.
Mhm.
So I said, you know what? Based on my history and my background, maybe if other people that have been in that situation that I've been in, women, teenagers, if they have somewhere to go, then their story won't be as advanced as mine. There will be so that's why I said, you know what? I have no need to have all this here. I've always hoped to go back to St. Thomas, not just Jamaica, to go back to St. Thomas and contribute, give back in the way that I know how. So yeah, we do plan to build the factory there, and organize, because there are a lot of talented cosmeceutical makers in Jamaica, but they're not organized and they do not have the international certification to sell, say, for example, in the European Union or in Canada. And I wanted also to provide a refuge to women that are running away with their children. And that also comes to my years in Sweden as a foster parent. So I wanted to kind of bring the Swedish model of dealing with that kind of a situation to Jamaica. And I said, oh, I have the building, might as well.
Well,
I'm pretty much like, yeah.
How long before it's open?
No, it's a bit away. It's a bit away because I am funding it through the brand.
Okay. And so when you get the building opened, is it going to be a partnership with the government, or is it going to be completely private?
No, it is going to be no. What I, from experience, when you speak, I don't like bureaucracy. I like a straight road to wherever you want to go. If you're a mother running with your child, you don't need to wait for that social worker to turn up to send you to 10. You want a roof tonight. So when we get there, I will see how much, but I'm so much into the Swedish model of protection rather than what we're used to in the Caribbean. Okay,
got it. Now, I am impressed with your story about the condition you had in your scalp, and I'm looking at your hair right now, a full head of hair, and
that's what I say.
You shared some pictures with me before, and I was showing my wife, and boy, I tell you, she was floored. Because she has hyperpigmentation on her face. And that's why I'm so interested in your product, because both herself and my sister have hyperpigmentation, whether it be on their face or somewhere on their body. And I definitely am going to support you. So I want our viewers to support you. So we have to make sure that the contact information for the ladies that are selling your product is very much available. Okay, so I'm gonna have to share that with me.
Okay, I just have to start my phone to share it. But for Jamaica, the products are basically available in Montego Bay. There are about 7 or 8 ladies that sells the product in Jamaica, I think.
Okay.
There are 2 main distributors, one in Kingston, one in Montego Bay, or one in Portmore, one in Montego Bay. And then what happened is that, I took these ladies under my wing. They have now taken other ladies under their wings.
Beautiful.
So there are people that are, because the whole idea is, if I get to a certain level, I'm supposed to pay forward. I'm supposed to help somebody else. Yeah. So you take somebody a woman, and you mentor her and you help her to build her business, not just to sell or to collect commission for selling. You actually have your product, you register your business and pay your taxes, really.
It's always good to support the woman, because when you support the woman, you are supporting a family. Because
that's what I usually say. When you support a woman, when you lift a woman out of poverty, you're lifting 3 generations out of poverty.
True. It's true. So we give thanks
because a woman's money usually goes into her family.
True. So all right. So I noticed that you're extremely Afrocentric. So, and you talk about your Maroon background, your Maroon raising, but a lot of people come out of that and say, okay, so I know I'm strong, I know I'm a powerful Black person, but they don't hug it up. You have hugged up your Afrocentrism. Oh, that's a word that I probably didn't say right. But your Africanness a lot, and and you're expanding it. Are you going to be expanding into Africa?
Yes, we are actually packing our first shipment that should be off to Nigeria.
Beautiful.
You see, the thing is, when you look at me, you don't see a Jamaican, you see an African girl, you see a Black girl. And if you don't know who you are, it's not just enough to say, okay, I'm African or I'm Jamaican. You have to live it, and your actions have to speak it. And I shout, it's probably in my forehead a lot, because I want people to understand that this association that a lot of people, especially for us who are in Europe, the association that a lot of people have with Black people. Okay, I am Black, I am Jamaican, but I am so much more. And usually people, when I speak with someone and when they say, oh, so that's the person behind the brand, I usually get the question like 5, 6 times. Are you really the person? Are you really that person? And the only reason I get that question is because I am Black. That is the only reason, because I live in a country with one of the highest rates of entrepreneurial people. Sweden is a really good country if you're starting a business. The difference is I'm in a very tiny majority of and that is of Black people and then Black women. And I want that other Black girl, that other Black boy to look for a role model within their community. And if you don't see somebody who is doing what you want to do, then it becomes far-fetched. You need to look in and that is why I press my St. Thomas roots also, because there is Jamaica and then there is St. Thomas.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that other little girl growing up in St. Thomas, maybe in deep poverty, she has to know that, you can come out of it. You can make something of yourself. And because I am a Black Jamaican, I don't have nothing wrong with being an athlete or a musician, but there is so much more you can be. You can aspire for more.
I agree. I agree 100%. Now, I based on the information that I have and based on meeting you and learning about your philanthropy, I have an inclination to say to you that those are not the only ways that you are being a philanthropist. What else are you doing?
A little bit too much. One is I kind of mentor a lot of women, not in this business, but women that have had situations that is keeping them back in life. You try to get them to the next step of life. I don't like talking about it, but I do, now with the online stuff.
Yes.
I do a lot of those tablets and internet and a lot.
Oh, so you donate tablets?
Yeah, and the ladies do too. The Zyzven natural ladies. I call them the boss ladies. They do too. If I sound the Abeng and say we need tablets, they will make sure we have tablets.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Young lady, yeah. I tell you, I am so impressed with who you are. And not because of what you have accomplished, because, a good business person is going to accomplish good business, but the way in which you've paid it forward. You're definitely a role model and somebody to look up to and say, no, I want to be like her.
I try.
You should be very happy with yourself. And I can't wait to actually meet you. And even though we're in a COVID time, I just want to give you a hug. You know what I mean?
Thanks.
No, man, seriously.
Because I will. As soon as travel allows, I will be in Jamaica, because one of the things I'm also trying to do there, I have gone off, or it's not just me, we have gone off from just the skincare to the wellness, and I source my herbs in Jamaica for my teas and my tonics and that kind of a stuff. Because you see, the thing is, this brand, everything to do with the Zyzven Naturals brand, it's part of my upbringing. You know, when you were growing up in Jamaica and you have the tummy ache and you have the stuff with your skin. And because for me personally, what a lot of people probably who knows me know about me, that I for 11 years, I was infertile. I did everything Western medicine says. Yeah, I've three times had a brain tumor, and yeah, pituitary tumor. So it's not like fatal, just uncomfortable. Yeah, so I've three times had a pituitary tumor, and that's related to my pituitary glands. And that was what rendered me infertile. So I went together, we went even further back to my St. Thomas roots, where we do this wellness things with the teas and you go back to when people used to steam, women.
Yeah, man. Yeah, yes, of course.
So, and when you're in menopause, and the herbs they used to use for these hot flushes. So it's been an amazing journey, but I am the person people are familiar with, but the other ladies, I couldn't do it without them. I absolutely could not do it. I made the products, but I'm just one member of the team.
So Zyzven Natural is going to be just really not just, but a wellness company. So it's going to be all aspects of wellness.
It is a wellness company.
Excellent. So
we're looking forward to, after COVID, to I just mentioned about the steaming. If you know what that is.
Of course, absolutely. Yes,
your grandmother. Yeah, and that steam thing is our second biggest selling product, actually.
Yeah, so interesting.
Steam.
There's a company here called Woomban Nation. And they were teaching. We had a sit down with them, and the Cosmic Woomban is what it's called. And they were telling us about the steaming. They had the steaming chair, and it was quite interesting. I mean, I know my grandmother and them used to do them things, but I didn't know it was still
exactly.
I didn't know it was still happening. And it's a great way of rejuvenating your body in that way.
It is, and just keeping in touch with your feminine power, and also based on whatever herbs you use, then it has its reproductive effects, we must say.
Right. So you were talking about the fact that you were infertile for 11 years. What changed? What fixed that up?
What changed was I live in a country where healthcare is free and accessible. So for 11 years I did IVF, I think 7. I did artificial, everything you could think of that Western medicine has to offer. I did it, including surrogacy, and nothing happened. But then, when you give up and you say, oh, it's never going to happen, what's left to try? I went back, and of course, those old people in St. Thomas, and by this time also St. James, and I am a mother of 3.
Amazing. You see, a lot of people don't take herbs seriously, and and I understand why. They've been indoctrinated by big pharma, and big pharma spends a lot of money and gets in your face and stays in your face forever, and so you believe what big pharma says. But the thing that I want to say is that all of our medication comes from herbs, everything.
And that's what I try to tell people. And I think that's one of the reasons why we have this large following, because I don't just try to sell your product. I will tell you, and then it's up to you if you want to make that choice. For me, I think when you give people education, then they're able to make informed choices.
Right.
And even when it comes to the herbs, I don't know. I think we have so many yeah, I think I like to take credit for it. We have so many Zyzven natural babies.
Oh, nice. Wonderful.
Yeah, yeah. So because it's everything that is you make in the lab. There is nature has the answer, and nature is slow, but nature is always correct.
True.
Every single thing, and
I like the way you said that. Nature might be
nature
slow,
is slow,
but it's always correct. Yeah, man.
nature is always correct.
Definitely.
And if had we stick to our herbs or traditional medicines, we wouldn't have a situation where in our 40s and 30s we're suffering from ailments that our grandparents suffered from in their 70s and 80s. So I think we need to go back to it, because even those who handed us the chemicals, they are now reverting to the
natural,
while we are holding on to the chemicals.
That's very true. That's very true. Boy, I could sit and I could talk to you forever, because just your vibe alone is so refreshing. Since you're so Jamaica, right? I'm gonna test you, right? Since you're so
citizenship.
what is it that you do in Jamaica that just makes your heart smile? When you come to Jamaica, that thing.
I mean, I think just usually I fly into Sangsters, so I think just sitting, flying in, seeing that, that little sea when they say, oh, if you look to the north, there's Cuba, and over there is Jamaica. Just touching down in Jamaican soil, that things give me something. But whenever I go, I'll tell you this, whenever I go to St. Thomas and I visit that spot where that under that guinea tree where my navel string is, I can just be lost there. I have had some of my most brilliant ideas just under that tree. And whenever I meet and speak with people that knew me growing up, because I'm the kind of person who I'm still friends with the people I went to basic school with.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, I am that kind of a person. I don't make a lot of friends, but I keep the ones I make. Yeah. So whenever I come to Jamaica and I just go to that place in Bath, St. Thomas Bottom Yard, the house I grew up in, because you know what it does? It reminds me that even though my formative years were there, that's not the condition, not the place, but the situation, the poverty. It reminds me of why I do what I do, why I feel for what I feel for, and why I must continue with what I do.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Shawnafi, thank you so much. I really
thank you for having me.
Well, your energy is amazing. Make sure you go and go to Zyzven Naturals.
Zyzven. You can say like seven.
Like seven. Zyzven Naturals, zyzvennaturals.com, and look at the products, and then look locally. We will make sure that the information is either up here or down there, to make sure that you're able to contact local dealers to get your products.
Wherever in the world you are, there is a Zyzven Naturals dealer. Wherever Jamaicans live, the UK, Canada, Cayman, the US, Japan, we're, as I said, we're heading to France. Wherever you are, there is a Zyzven Naturals local person.
Beautiful. Congratulations. Congratulations. And keep making sure that you expand your philanthropy, because that is where the reward comes.
Thank you. We're trying. We will get there.
All right. So let me close out by saying thanks for watching Good News Jamaica's Mobile Reasoning. You have heard from the most wonderful lady in the world. Her name is Shawnafi, and she has made sure that she is giving forward all the knowledge and all the strength of her Maroon heritage. So make sure you support her. Thanks for watching Mobile Reasoning. Have a good one.
Thank Thank you for checking us out on Good News Jamaica TV for content that informs, inspires, and transforms. Please like, share, leave a comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more positive Jamaica content. Walk good,